Chamge jitab kalenjin amang'ung'uit tugul ole imite koibaibai ak ikere ketisiet nebo Kass TV itagat eng logoiwekab emet kigurena Jacqueline Narusim. Katestai kibagengeit nebo NTSA kokimit kirindaetab nyasutikab oret missing ko ole mitei chong'indab biik eng taunishek. Kosubkei ak ofisayat kobun NTSA Samuel Msumba kokamwa kole kotoi konde kabarunoikab oret anan zebra crossing kebeberwek cheboisie biik kosir oret anan kosire oret asikekirinda nyasutikab oret chebitu eng atkain kotugul. Kinyoru report kobun Sylvester Rono.
County nebo Bomet ko agenge en counties chemiten barak biik chekakobet sobonwek kosubkei ak nyasutikab oret chekakoba barak en county inoton. Kosubkei ak noton ko kakotoi kibagengeit nebo NTSA tetutiet nebo konde kabarunoik anan zebra crossing kebeberwek chebo oret missing ko cheboisien biik kosire oret asikomuch kokirinda tuguk chetou nyasutikab oret.
Now today we're here with the county government of Bomet, officials and the county transport and safety committee members from Bomet County, and we are here to witness the marking of this crossing point. Quite important in terms of safety. Now you realize this road that we have here in Bomet really serves huge traffic that goes through here. There are so many people crossing these roads, and so it's important that then we are able to take care of their needs as they cross this particular road.
Kosubkei ak ofisayat kobun kibagengeit noton bo NTSA Samuel Msumba ko chong'indo nebo nyasutik konyoru biik chebune kelyek en tabanwekab oret ak alak ko chetieme kosir oret ole kakisom biik koboisien kabarunoik choton bo oret kakonde kibagengeit noton.
Now the interest we have in Bomet, you also realize that it's one of the counties that has had a number of road crashes and fatalities. Last year alone, this county lost about 69 people. That is almost a 1.6%. In terms of national representation of the fatalities that we have. If you look at the national figure, we had about 4,750, so that is really a huge number. And if you look at those numbers, a lot of the people who are killed on this road are pedestrians. So again, it calls for all of us to see how do we ensure that they are safe.
En komostanyin kosom minister anan CC nebo ortinwek ak loiset en county niton bo Bomet Ambrose Koech kole konamgei eun ak kibagengeit noton bo NTSA asikonet kiboitinikab county chetinyegei ak kalyet en ortinwek anan county road safety committee asikoyapta konetisiet koityi biik cheboisien ortinwek en komoswek chebo gaa.
Oge training ak county transport and safety committee kokipartneren ak biik chechang kokituye ak biik ak Kenya Police Service, kokituye ak Red Cross, NTSA ak biik ak Bomet SACCOs, Matatu SACCOs ak bodaboda riders. Ko kokeyai tuyet nekararan ako aim nenyonet kit nekitokyinigei ko kereducen biik meosiek. Kemoe kerib kele bichu butote tuguchu choket chu kikinde barabarosiek akot tuguchon chon tere komakichapait keba taban. Ongenai kele echek chebo tuguchoto mobo serikali. Serikali konyi ongerib kotko mi chito nekekere kobute ongenam chichoto ak kirwokyi.
Kabiniton en kasarta netetat kotoigei en wikit nenyone igorto nenaat ko UN Global Road Safety Week 2025 netononen ng'olyot nebo safe walking and safe cycling.
Around this time we'll be marking the UN Safety Week, come next week from 12th to around 18th. And that particular week the theme is around safe walking, safe cycling.
Kong'eten county nebo Nakuru, logoiwekab emet chebo Kass, kainenyun ko Sylvester Rono.
Kakomangei kandoik chebo katuiyetabkei nebo kanetik nebo Kupet eng county nebo Nandi ak nebo Samburu akomwa kole nyalu koistogei eng boisiet kandoindet nebo Kupet eng emoni eng mwaet kole lewenisiet nekikiyai eng kenyitab 2021 ko kikiyai eng oret nemanyalu ako notok ko biik chemitei eng ofisitab Kupet eng National Office komitei eng boroinotok amu makisub ng'atutik chenyalu eng yaetab lewenisiet. Kondochin Paul Rotich sinindet eng Kupet mornetab Nandi ak William Longonyoyap kobun county nebo Samburu komwa kandoichotok kole nyalu koistogei kandoinatet nebo katuiyetabkei notok eng chokchinet asikoyat boroindo nebo keyai lewenisiet eng oret neisubi ng'atutik. Kinyoru report kobun Timothy Kiplimo.
Kamwa sirindet en katuiyetabkei nebo kanetik nebo Kuppet en county nebo Nandi Paul Rotich kole kiipchi nekimwa kanetindet kirwoget kwo kapkirwok en kenyitab 2021 komoche keyai lewenisiet keboisie musoknotet anan virtual election. Kini kamwa ichek kole kikarchi sang kanetik chechang en emoni nebo koyai lewenisionoto.
And one of the person who is purported to have appended his signature to allow virtual election to be held is not a member of Kuppet. We are told he is a teacher in primary school and most likely he belongs to Theatre Union. So that must be set aside. And as a result of that, then definitely the officers in the national office are in the office illegally. And as a result of that, we expect an election to be held.
Kamwa ichek kole mochen inguni kapkirwok kowirta tilanoto akoistogei en boisiet kandoinatet nebo Kuppet asikeyai lewenisiet kokeny.
The case which was registered in 2021 and the consents which came as a result must be nullified because that consent gave a go-ahead for the virtual election to be held, which is unconstitutional.
En kasarata komwa William Lengoyap kobun Kuppet en county nebo Samburu kole kakwautyonoto ko kikiptui batai ak ng'atutikab Kuppet kit nekamwa kole eng nematiny konyolu kiwekchigei lewenisionoto.
The only reason they are telling us is they have gone virtual because of COVID-19. In branches we had more than thousands and thousands. We had thousands of teachers who went to election, queuing. But to elect the National Executive Board officials, we only have 470 officials elected from 470 plus 10 national officials. That is the only argument they are saying. They have no other reason why they went virtual. Another possible reason when they went virtual is they did not want to be in competition with anybody. They want to be elected unopposed all the time. They did it before, they did it again, they want to do it again and again.
Kong'eting kanaset nebo Eldoret en county nebo Uasin Gishu, logoiwekab emet chebo Cast TV, kaninyu ko Timothy Kiplimo.
Kakokon kamuiset kibagengeitab kanetik nebo naat mornetab Nandi Central en county nebo Nandi kole bendi ichek kongalelchin boisiet akot kosuldae serikali maget nebo keisto chepkondok chebo uindab sobet anan hardship allowance. Amwa sirindet nebo kibagenge notok Bernard Mayo kole magoi iyan ichek keisto chepkondok chotok missing ko eng komasta nebo Tindiret kosubkei ak neimuch kowech notok aetab boisionik eng komaswek chotok. Kinyoru report eng koindo kobun Nelson Terbey.
Kamwa sirindet nebo kibagenge noto bo kanetik mornetab Nandi Central Bernard Mayo kole mayan ichek kakwautiet noto koib serikali koisto chepkondok choto bo uindab sobet.
Mwalimuinik chemi Tindiret ko kikikochi hardship allowance sikoboisie kotoretegei hasa komenye olindo ak koneti lagok. Ameche umwoiwo kabisa mwalimuiot korok most of us makindoi chepkondok chang a lot of levies chemi orit chemi ako koit kiwango kakinem nguno hardship allowance ako payslip not kikoboisie mwalimu koibe loan. Kisome serikali Tindiret kong'et kabisa ak amenye asom mwalimuinikab Nandi nesomen yun ale betut nekakibwa barabara obwa omangu tugul amu lazima kewai nito kewoche kabisa. Tindiret ko nokinye ngitiem bimen Tindiret ko twende sir angot ituboni.
Kaibor ine kaimetab kei kotinygei ak kaitetet nebo kanetikab P1 chetomo kesir ichek eng boisiet.
As we are talking at the moment, P1 teachers kakoekitu P1 teachers chikikemeto kikeabandonen yani kikelakta kende taban yo. Atya kokishughulikanji nguno ketoret okay which is good. Kokitoret JSS teachers kesir haraka. Lakini P1 kuyo kakelecho beku kunot. So somenyo kakisome allocation kesir more P1 teachers kochanga kabisa So go net lagok because we have a big understanding. Kimi go to an area at Chepkumia, for example, there is big understanding. Agumi mwalimu ni training for P1.
Kodinga kanaptaetab kanetik kosom ine ketes kaitetab kanetik chekikochin katororet.
The other one is promotion. Kimeje kemwochi serikalit and specifically kimeje mwalimuinik chako kunyor promotion chako mang list, that list should be released akobwa, and then that is an allocation of 1 billion, and then get this wage another allocation of 2 billion, even 3 billion. So I said promoting more teachers, so that we don't have only 25,000 teachers getting promoted.
Kodinga chepkondok chebo CDF kamwa ine kole manyalu keisto chepkondok choto.
We are in support. Most of our schools they went in kuna wakararan kabisa. Kongoi kabisa. Ananuna akwe. We have a very good buildings. Alikinye sometimes back they were muddy. Lakini kinye kutoret CDF. We want to commend. That is the best, and we are in support of it. Kimeje kityo kende sheria. So gerip chepkondo jot sema yani it should be enacted as act of parliament. So we meet kidogo so kabit sheria deribe. Otherwise for CDF that is okay.
Karop ine kora eut kekoi senetas chepkondok chetelelchin eng mwaet kole wendi nito kotoreti kandoichoto eng kasuletab boisionikwak.
Ngalekab senators, SOF, Senate Oversight Fund, I'm in support as an individual. Amune solo support ni ingele ngot ko makikoji Senate kineribe emet agoi ko furugan nimbo in CDF. The same our African nabo women kigure ne women affirmative nabo our African. So let us give Senate, we are in support. Medige ungan mukono kigoji tukul atyo testai menem our CDF, which is so good to us.
Kong'eteke county nebo Nandi logoiwekab emet yebo Kass, kainenyu ko Nelson Tarbei.
Kagomwa Cabinet Secretary nebo tililindo eng emoni Adan Duale kole tesetai koboisie eng oret nenyalu tugetab kanyoiset nebo SHA eng emoni ole mitei eng kaitetab biik million 20 eng emet chekokosirgei eng tugonotok. Haritae Duale ak Senate Majority Leader Aaron Cheruyot ak nebo National Assembly Kimani Ichung'wah kole mitei kandoik chetindoi maget nebo kowech boisionikab serikalitab emoni. Kinyoru report kobun Robert Siele.
Kong'ololen sipitalitab County Referral nebo Kericho kasarta nekarutechi sipitalinoton komwa Cabinet Secretary nebo tililindo en emoni Aden Duale kole kokosirgei biik cheite 389 en tugetab konyoiset nebo SHA en county nebo Kericho ak kokochi noton ministry nebo tililindo en emoni kotyakta rabisiek cheite milionisiek 165 koityi sipitalinoton.
Katika kaunti 10 ambayo zinaongoza katika nchi yetu, kaunti ya Kericho iko namba 8. So katika bonde la ufa tumeshindwa na kaunti ya Bomet na tumeshindwa na kaunti ya Elgeyo Marakwet. Lakini nikirudi hapa nataka kama nakuwa namba 1. Sasa namba 1 ni gavana wa Mombasa.
Kosubkei ak Duale koboisie tugetab kanyoiset en oret nekararan. Ng'alalet nekarob eun Majority Leader en Senate Aaron Cheruyot ak Governor nebo county noton Dr. Eric Mutai.
All the patients ambayo tumeuliza ambao walikuwa kwa laini walikuwa wanatuambia bili yangu ilikuwa shilingi fulani na SHA imenilipia. Kwa hivyo hii watu ambao wanaongea maneno ya kusema sijui SHA this or the other, that is noise that is being made by people who have not interacted with this program. If you interact with the SHA, you will know the benefits.
Kaboisien boroinoton CS Duale kokon title deed nebo mbaretab sipitalitab County Referral inoton ole kanderekyi biik chekotestai koreb kebeberwek alak chebo mbaretab sipitalinoton ole kamach kewek noton en chokyinet.
Na leo nimelete title deed ya hiyo hospitali. Lakini siwachi hapo. Mimi nimeandika leo asubuhi barua kwa Waziri Alice Wahome anirudishie ile eka 9.
En kasaratan koindochi kandoichoton tuyetab kabimanik chekitoreten chemung'arainikab bodaboda ak chebo sirietab kapsoit nekakiyai en Torit ole karirtaen kandoichoton alak en kandoik cheweche boisionikab serikalitab emoni en amune nemamiten.
Na ukiona wale wanapinga William Ruto ni sambuli moja tu. Mguu, kichwa, ukiangalia hii watu ni sambuli moja. Ni watu ya ukabila. Ukiangalia ni watu wa ukabila.
Wakati Ruto alienda Northeastern akatoa maneno ya veti, hawakulala.
Ile tu mimi ningependa kusema ni kwamba wale wanashindana na rais watafute sera. William Ruto sio sera, must go sio program. Tafadhalini tafuta ujumbe ya kuona vile maisha ya mwananchi itakuwa bora kushinda hiyo maneno ya upuzi ambayo mnatuambia. Na mimi naangalia mpaka juzi nimeshangaa sana. Hata nyinyi wananchi nikiwauliza, ukiona wale watu walikuwa wamekusanyana juzi, hiyo watu wanaweza shindana na William Ruto kweli? Wanaweza?
Kosubkei ak Majority Leader in National Assembly nekamiten en igoroton Kimani Ichung'wah ak MP nebo Belgut Nelson Koech Sonko komakat keistoengei kandoik cheamdoi sasisiet ak kamuiset.
Mimi nataka niwaambie, kama unataka kushindana na William Ruto ako na the bottom up economic transformation agenda as his agenda for Kenya. Wewe kama unataka kushindana na yeye, sio kushikana wanaume sijui wangapi, na kazi yenyu ni siasa ya chuki, siasa ya fitina, siasa ya kugawanya wa Kenya, siasa ya kueneza ukabila na kueneza chuki Kenya. Kama unataka kushindana na William Ruto, sababu hiyo ndio demokrasia, tafuta agenda na mpango wa kazi, uzia wa Kenya sera zako.
Nimesikia Kalonzo ameanza kulalamika, anasema tungeongea kwanza. Mimi nataka niambie Kalonzo na wale wote wa opposition, election is not won because of a commission. Election is won because of what you have and the agenda that you have for the people of this country.
En tuyonoton bo kakimitetab chemung'arainik kakiyum rabisiek cheite milionisiek 5 ole kakon kandoindetab emet President Dr. William Ruto rabisiek cheite milionisiek 2. Kong'eten kaunti nebo Kericho, logoiwekab emet chebo Kass, kainenyun ko Robert Siele.
Boisiet nebo muswoknatetab kasari missing ko nebo artificial intelligence ko agenge eng kakwautiet neo newendi komuktechini sirikab logoiwek eng emoni eng kasuldaetab boisionikwak eng oret nebo nyumnyumindo akot eng kasarta netesetai kobune sekta nebo kabarastaet kaimutik chechang eng emet. Ng'olole eng kasarta nekakiyai igorta nebo World Press Freedom Day eng kanasetab Eldoret, komwa coordinator nebo Media Council of Kenya eng Nakuru Meja Joseph kole takchingei ng'undut eng inguni boisiet nebo muswoknatetab kasari ako noto konyolu kora eng sirikab logoiwek eng emoni koityi kamanut chikiletab logoiwek anan konyorunetab logoiwekab kamanut kobun boisietab muswoknatetab kasari. Yarorwech Timothy Kiplimo eng Gaindo.
Boisiet nebo muswoknatetab kasari mising ko nebo artificial intelligence anan AI en kasubetab ng'atutik ak ararutik chenyolunotin kobo kamanut en kasuldaetab boisiet en oret nebo nyumnyumindo, ole kamwa coordinator nebo Media Council of Kenya en ofisitab Nakuru Meja Joseph kole chermotwonoto boisiet nebo muswoknatetab kasari mising ko en oret nekakisub ng'atutik ak ararutik tugul.
As we, leverage AI, we don't lose that aspect of, the legacy media, the traditional media, whereby we are called upon to report accurately. And of course, we also made it clear that AI has not come to, displace people, job opportunities and all that. But instead, we should, act. The AI tools can act as, as a supplement to whatever that you're doing in terms of work efficiency and how we deliver.
Kangololi Joseph kasarta nekakibwat igorta nebo World Press Freedom Day en kanasetab Eldoret eng tuyet nekayai Uasin Gishu Journalist Association en kibagenge ak UNESCO, Kenya Correspondent Association, Transparency International koboto kibagengeisiek chemobo serikali en county nebo Uasin Gishu. Welcome Nick Omito kole kakoit kasarta nenyolu keityi kamanutiet nenyolu boisietab muswoknatet.
I want to tell the journalists, the young journalists around today, that fear not. The AI is like when you are being introduced to computers some time back, we used to say even our children may not be able to spell names because there are dictionaries in those computers. But now it has worked. So fear not. I just want to tell you that learn the AI. AI is an enabler, and do not fear to report, and do not report in fear.
En kasarata, komondo po ng'echeret en Uasin Gishu Journalist Association James Kitaka kole akoten kwen nebo boisietab musoknotet kotakochang kaimutik chebune sirikab logoiwek en emoni, mising ko rartaet nebo logoiwek en kasarta nemokyingei.
The threats to journalism continue, including, trolling on social media platforms. The digital space has become one of those areas where journalists continuously face a lot of threats. We've also heard from some of the human rights defenders, access to information remains a big challenge, especially in offices that are obviously expected to provide this information, especially government and county government.
Media mirror what the society is. If it's a rotten society, it's exactly what these cameras will tell us. It's exactly what the microphone will tell us. So we are telling our government also, most of the county governments, that if you don't put your house in order, the camera will be there to bring it out.
Kamwa alak en sirikab logoiwek cheboto Naomi Cheruyot kole nyolu en kibagengeit nebo Media Council of Kenya konde kakwautik chanin cheribe sirikab logoiwek mising ko kwonyik.
There are a lot of challenges that as the female journalists, let me say so, we are facing here out in the field, because mostly the male journalists mostly dominate the industry, but because the ladies are not left out, we are here working also, we are facing the same challenges as men.
Kong'eting kanaset nebo Eldoret en county nebo Uasin Gishu, logoiwekab emet chebo Cast TV, kanenyu ko Timothy Kiplimo.
Ketesetai ak logoiwekab emet ko oret agenge nebo keker kele kakinapta sobetab meng'ik ak ripsetab itonwekab emet kobun kabatisietab chaik en county nebo Elgeyo Marakwet, kokakokoito sirindet eng legutab boror eng emoni Dr. Chris Kiptoo kabatik eng kabisisiet eng emoni, kobato kora sirindet eng kabisisiet eng emoni Ephantus Kimotho, ketik chebo chaik 120 ak ketik 2,000 chebo kaawek eng komasta nebo Kapkoi eng kot neking'ate ng'atutik nebo Keyo Murot Katam, chekibendi anan chebendi koboisie kokole icheket meng'ikab komasatak eng tetutiet nekikitoi koretab kerib timdab anan osnet notok nebo Kaptagat. Ong'alali eng oratak kokamwa Chris Kiptoo kole kamanutiet neo notok eng meng'ikab kebeberatak kole bendi konyorchingei kabatik chaik koboto kaawek asikotoret eng ibunetab bandab tai eng kebeberatak. Kinyoru report kobun Andrew Kimeto.
We'll have to have targeted crops which have been approved and known to be doing well. Tea is one of those crops that is known to do well in highlands such as here. This place is very cold and research has been done. The tea research has been here and has indicated that the tea that will be produced here or grown here is of high quality, probably better than even in Kericho. Today, we are distributing 120,000 tea seedlings. And the distribution is as follows. I think Kapkoi, in this place, Kapkoi, I am told we have 104, Morris, did you say 104 acres? Yeah, 104 acres in Kapkoi have been identified for growing tea. Tumesema 4 things in this program. The first one is kawi nyumbani, energy at home. The second is maji nyumbani. The third is conservation. And the fourth is livelihood improvement program.
kuweza kupata kawi safi. Kawi safi ama energy kupitia sola ambayo tunatumia kuona kwamba maji ambayo yako mtoni yamefikia nyumbani, ama ile biogas ambayo inatumia ile samadi inatoka kwa ng'ombe. Pia tunasema hii program inaleta mazingira safi kupitia upanzi wa miti ambayo imetuletea hii program, kwa sababu Kaptagat Integrated Conservation Program ni program ambayo imetokana na hii msitu wetu wa Kaptagat ambayo ni 5 forest blocks. Pia kuna program ya maji safi nyumbani. Mumeona Etio, mumeona maji kule shule ya Kaptagat Girls na mengine. Ukikuja hapa juu ni tofauti. That is why Elgeyo Marakwet County tunakuza vitu mingi sana. Tuna promote several value chains, especially kwa agriculture. Kwa agriculture we support around, majorly around 15. Kama county government na nyinyi wote vile mnatusupport, tukiendelea hivi na tunatarajia by 2027 sisi tukue among counties yenye iko wealth. Tunafanya wealth creation.
Kayain tuyet President William Ruto ing betut ab rani ak chemung'arainik chemiten ng'atutab nebo Kenya National Chamber of Commerce and Industry eng kotab Boror eng Nairobi. Eng tuyonoto kokamwa Ruto kole chokchingei kobois serikali eng kibagenge ak kibagengeitab Kenya National Chamber of Commerce and Industry missing ko eng chengetab siret eng kabatikab emoni eng siroshek chebo emotunwekab sang. Eng kasarata kora kokaikimit ine kole kokotestai kokimit uchumi nebo emetab Kenya.
There will be negotiations in the next 3-4 months that will focus on us having greater access to the Chinese market for our tea, for our coffee, for our macadamia, for our avocados, for all the other products that we produce in Kenya. I expect the chamber to be part of that conversation. The discussions have begun, and the minister here was with me in China. So, Waziri, let us bring the chamber on board, because we have a big market in China. And I listened to the vice president of the chamber. We have a very big market in China for our tea, for our coffee, and many of the agricultural products that we produce. But the private sector in Kenya needs to step up. You need, gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, you need to step up. Because of the difficult decisions we've made, today we can comfortably say our economy is standing on a fairly sound footing. You have said yourselves, you've seen yourselves the statistics, you know. Our inflation has come down from 9.6% in 2022 to now an average of 3.5%. That significantly helps our macro and even the people who do business with us to understand that we can make the right choices. We have also, contained the slide on the dollar from a high of 165, 167. Now it has stabilized for the last 8 months at around between 128, 129 shillings to the dollar. We have also enhanced our foreign exchange reserves by another almost $2.4 billion. And therefore, our treasury bills have come down from 18% in 2022.
Kaimuch kobarasta eng betutab rani kampunitab Safaricom melekwek chetesotin cheite billion 16.8 chebo kenyitab mungaret nebo kenyitab 2024-2025 kosubkei ak ofisiat neo eng Safaricom Dr. Peter Ndegwa kamwa kole kolany melekwek chekonyor Safaricom eng kaitet nebo kebeberta 11.4 angekerchin ak kenyit nekosirtoi ole kotestai kolany customers cheboisie M-Pesa.
We had a strong and healthy business and have recorded growth across all key metrics. We have exhibited strong customer engagement and innovative spirit, reflecting on our Safaricom spirit. Ethiopia has performed greatly, continuing to drive commercial momentum and contributing close to 10% of our group revenue and now starting to become very accretive. And this is despite significant foreign exchange reforms. We have successfully transitioned to our next strategic cycle and charted we have successfully transitioned to our next strategy cycle and charted our next strategic framework. This framework will enable us to achieve our vision of being Africa's leading purpose-led technology company by 2030. The board has resolved to recommend to the shareholders at the forthcoming general meeting in July a final dividend of 65 cents, Kenya cents per ordinary share. This brings the dividends payable for the financial year 2025 to 1 shilling and 20 cents per share, equivalent to 48 billion Kenya shillings.
Since launching our 2025 vision in the financial year 2021, we have attained remarkable group revenue growth by 47.8% or 8.1% on a compounded annual growth rate basis, from 251 billion shillings in 2020 to 371 billion shillings in the financial year 2025. That shows you how strong the company is and how quickly it bounced back from the effects of COVID. Other companies are still struggling. Isn't it a superb achievement? We have invested heavily during this period with an average group capex of 73 billion shillings yearly. Investing in network infrastructure has enabled us to increase capacity and improve customer experience. During this period, we supported Kenya as the tech partner of choice in delivering major public sector programs in social protection, health, agriculture, financial inclusion, amongst others. Our entry into Ethiopia 3 years ago is bearing fruits with a sustained commercial momentum and network growth covering approximately 50% of the country's population. Most importantly, during this period, as you have heard from Peter, we invested close to 20 billion shillings and touched over 13 million people with programs and initiatives across education, health, economic, and environment. Very impactful, right? We have also remained a leading corporate citizen, contributing over 678 billion shillings in taxes and annual license fees during the 5 years period under review. Not many can even be claimed to be close to these numbers. Ladies and gentlemen, this period was not without its challenges. The board acknowledges the various efforts by management in navigating the tough macroeconomic and regulatory hurdles both in Kenya and Ethiopia. Specific to the period under review, the board noted, amongst others, the reputational brand erosion, competition threats from traditional and emerging players, and the increased regulatory scrutiny in both markets. The board is happy with the countermeasures employed by management. Well done.
Chitab kalenjin kakitukcho takaimetab logoiwek chebo emet kakimuch kebun kong'ete studio nebo Kass TV. Kongoi mising akobo boroindo nekaikonet iker logoiwekab emet. Kikurenon Jacqueline Arusei ak amakon kit age tugul nemie.